What's good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys some more NBA playoff action over here on PrizePicks. We're going to be covering some player props over here. This is the best spot to do your player props. In fact, I know there's a lot of player prop websites, but as you can see, PrizePicks not only does NBA. If you look across the screen, there you have NHL, MLB, PGA, NBA first half, first quarter. They do fourth quarter, live golf, esports, whatever you want over here. They cover it on PrizePicks. They have season-long stuff. Not only can you mix and match, not only can you take players, but you can mix and match them with other sports as well. You can go all the way up to 6x, and that'll give you 25 extra money if you can hit 6 players in a row, which is some huge payouts over here on PrizePicks. They also do some free squares sometimes over here. They do Taco Tuesday, so a lot of cool things going on. Highly recommend coming over here. They're going to match your first deposit all the way up to $100 as well. If you use promo code UPSTATE, it helps us out a ton. Ton of people have used the code so far, so thank you for that. On the board still, we still have the Lakers and the Warriors props, but it's halftime of the next game right now, so we figured we'd get a video out. We're going to get these videos out a little bit later, about midnight Eastern time, whether you guys on the West Coast, it'd be like 9 p.m. They've been doing really well since we've been giving them out, leaving them on overnight, so thank you for everyone that's been tuning into the video. Hopefully we got a lot of new viewers and some old returning viewers. Been in a little bit of a slump. We're trying to bounce back here, but before we get to the picks, Rios, talk about the Patreon.
$15 a month, even though we might have been slumping here on YouTube. The Patreon has been amazing. We appreciate everybody who has recently signed up. We're covering NBA and MLB every single day. Monday through Sunday, we're covering the early games and main slate for the MLB, and also every single playoff game. Even if there is just a one game showdown slate, we will have picks over on the Patreon. $15 a month. It's going to be linked in the description below. You can also find it at patreon.com/upstate.
And let's dive right into the picks, man. We actually have two guys in the assist category, but my guy in the assist category for tomorrow's games, Thursday, May 11th, it's going to be Nikola Jokic. Over 9.5 assists. I really like this prop for him. The first two games in Denver, I'm going to pull up some of the stats here. Didn't do too well assisting the ball, 5 and 5 assists, so 10 assists total in the first two games at home. Obviously not what you would like to see out of him, a guy that can be a triple-double threat any night, but then he picked it back up, a triple-double in Game 3 and then another triple-double in Game 5, so Denver, when a guy like Bruce Brown can shoot the ball really well and a guy like Michael Porter Jr. starts off the first quarter with 13 points, it's a lot of opportunities for Nikola Jokic to rack up assists. And this is in a game where Jamal Murray didn't even really have a great game. I mean, he shot just under 50% from the field, 2 for 4 from deep. He got off to a really slow start. KCP didn't even really have himself a good game either. So there's some players that still need to step up, and there's a lot of options here for Nikola Jokic to get the ball out. He's obviously drawing that double every time he touches it. I mean, especially if you go for 53 in a playoff game and damn near 40 in game one. I mean, or in game two, excuse me. So, what can you do to a guy besides double him down there? Even on a double, he's still scoring. But if these scorers continue to knock down their shots, these 3-point shooters, he's gonna rack up assists. I think 9.5 is just too low in a series that they really need to win this game in.
Love this pick. Love what you had to say. I mean, when you have finally teammates that are knocking down shots, shooters coming off the bench, obviously Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, just the scores around him are incredible, and he's really doing it all for this team. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets another triple double, but like you said, he's scoring 50, 40, 30 points, and he's still racking up assists. They're going to be totally focused on him. He's going to have to kick the ball out. There's going to be plenty of assist opportunities for him. And like you said, I'm going to stay here in the assist with Jalen Brown, over 3.5 assists. He's got an 80% hit rate in the last 4 games. And just falling short in the last game here. But when you really look at the box score in these last couple of games, this Boston team, we haven't seen a clear cut guy really assisting the ball. We haven't seen anybody really get 10 assists, 9 assists. Everyone on the team has been making plays for one another, and I think this line dropping down to 3.5. Is really where I want it. I don't like when it's at a flat 4. We see a lot of pushes there. So obviously Tatum doing his thing, Al Horford playing really well, Brogdon coming off the bench has been incredible, and obviously Marcus Smart and Derek White can score in their own right. So he has a ton of playmakers around him. I think this is a really well built team, and obviously his scoring has been really good, but the playmaking has been exceptional out of him in this playoff. So give me Jalen Brown over 3.5 assists.
Last game too. I mean, he dealt with some foul trouble for sure. So you play that into fact there as well. Tatum was chucking up a lot of shots. I mean, he shot the ball 10 times more or 11 times more than Jalen Brown did in that game as well. And Tatum's a lot of ISO scoring. So they need to swing the ball around. Obviously, they got Derek White who can knock down some shots. Brogdon, we saw him early on in this series knock down a ton of 3 pointers in a row. In that game where they blew out Philly. I think that was Embiid's first game back. So no one really expected the Sixers to win in Game 5. I know I sure didn't. I know the lines had Boston winning that game pretty heavily. So they need to win this game, and Jalen Brown being a playmaker can really help them here. And 4 assists is not a lot for a guy like this who can really, a team that really flourishes with the ball in his hand. Some of these shooters can knock down shots. You forget to mention Al Horford can stretch the floor and knock down some shots. So these guys, they got shooters. They're one of the most well-rounded teams in the league. I don't see why Jalen Brown can't go out here and get 4 or 5 assists in this matchup. So that's going to be our 2 player props. 2 guys in the assist category, Jokic and Jalen Brown. Really excited for these 2 games. Really 2 series that can get closed out. But we hope we get 2 Game 7s. That'd be absolutely amazing. More player props, more videos. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.